Hey, what's up everyone? Morey Croson here, and we have another new breakdown for you today. It's going to be a 5-10-5 test, and this is just another one of the drills or tests that colleges are looking for when they're going through their recruiting process. And if you haven't already found a site to be able to upload some of your tests onto, I would really recommend you doing that. I'll add some in the description down below. But right now, it's obviously very, very weird with the whole recruiting process and making it so you could actually get exposure for colleges. So a lot of them right now are making it so you just send in, your 40, your 5-10-5, your broad jump, your height and your weight, and some different things you're able to do really well athletically to make it so you can get exposure. So hopefully you guys have already done that. If not, go down below to be able to find some links to be able to make it so you can upload that information. And without further ado, we'll hop into the video right now. All right, so here's going to be the 5-10-5. It's a very important test to test that lateral capability, and this is something that I got hand time at a 4-2 on. I'm going to go through in a way that makes it so you can kind of see like a 4-3 area. Either way, really, really good. Anything under a 4-4 would be really, really good, especially for linebackers, running backs, any type of receiver, defensive back that are going into their senior year, maybe even junior year. Great numbers there. And I just want to walk through exactly how you're able to do that. So you can see how I'm started off here. I'm a little bit turned to the side. A lot of the programs want to make it so you're able to have one hand on the line when you start. And then notice how that my first thing that I do is I twist that front leg, right? So I don't take an extra step with that front leg. I twist with that leg to make it so I can get a full step here. And I don't really try to turn too much towards the side. I want to try to keep some of my chest facing forward, but at the same time, I do want to make it so I'm able to get that leg all the way through. 1-2, so those are two really big steps there. And then I go 1-2 real quick there. And I started at 14:47. I'm touching here at about 15:53. So usually I say you want to get to that at about 1.1 seconds in terms of being able to get to that line, and I'm right about there. That's at 1.1, so I'm still getting to that line around those times. And so then you want to go from there and get back to the other side in about 2 seconds. So I get there and I touch it about right there, 17.6. So again, that's going to be, you want that to be about 2 seconds. I'm at about 2.07. And this is to really get the greatest results that you can with the actual test. So, if you want to be able to get below or right at 4 flat, you want to be able to get like 1 second here, still say the 2 seconds, and then finish it off with another, 1 second. But a lot of times you're going to end up with like a 4-2, 4-3, somewhere in there. Still really elite overall in terms of your timing, especially for, 15 or 16-year-old. Once you get into, being in the 20s, 21, going for the NFL draft, now you definitely want to be 4-2 or under in order to get any type of exposure. And a lot of times these actual tests are done with a hand time, which makes it so, getting a 4-2 is something that's good just because, with the 40, it's more laser, but with this, it's going to be more of a hand time. So by the way, so 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then notice here and how I'm able to get down. You really want to be able to bend the knees there, and you don't want to have to lean over too much in order to actually touch the line, right? So I have a good amount of my weight still pressing into my front leg to make it so then once I touch the ground here, I'm able to twist and come right back off pretty quickly, or else you're going to end up wasting a lot of time in your overall transition. So now we're going to go through, and it's one big step here. Notice how much ground we're able to take out of that first step. This is a super important step. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right, is what we want to do as we're going from the 5 to the 10. So right now I've taken 14 steps altogether, 4 in that first 5. Then I took 10 coming all the way across. And then I'm going to end up wanting to take another 4 to get back. Same type of thing here, making sure you're able to stop really quickly, twisting that front leg to make it so I can easily push off and get a nice extension within that down leg. Staying low. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Finishing at that 1877, which would be right at 4-3 on this time. And I know a lot of guys are like, oh yeah, you just said you ran 4-2 and this comes to 4-3, but that ends up being, just the difference of the actual video time in comparison to the hand time. I've even done these video of like John Ross, who ran a laser 4-2, and when you actually do the video of it, it comes to like a 4-5, just because there's certain reactions that you're not able to catch in terms of with even a laser time. The video, for whatever reason, just has a different timing. It could be the frame rate. I don't know exactly what it is and how the overall timing is, but still 4:3 is not a bad 5:10.5, and we could see that the actual time was the 4:2 here. I wanted to be able to make it so you guys can see it all in fast motion. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching the video. Click the thumbs up down below if you enjoyed the information or found it any way helpful. That really helps us out a ton. And then subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, you can always leave those down below. We'll be happy to get to those as soon as we can. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.